Here's our next daily headline: is Captain's Farewell. Derek Jeter playing in his final Subway Series game tonight. The Mets are going to honor him, and right now they are beginning the ceremony to honor him at Citi Field. There is Mets COO Jeff Wilpon with Derek Jeter.
Let's get out of the way. So these are Subway tiles, and we thought, what better way for the Subway Series? The Subway #2. Yankee and Met colors, so I hope you enjoy it and find a spot to put it. Okay? Thank you very much.
All right, so they're the Subway mosaic, if you will.
Benigno's saying, why did they give him anything?
Yeah, well, Benigno gets very worked up over this, and then basically.
Is that a check? What's he getting now?
Let's see what this is.
All right. So for $22,000, $222.
That's very nice. So the Mets with a class act, and there's also a cake there that they're giving Derek Jeter as well, we are told. There it is right there, as a matter of fact. Not just told, we're shown as well. But, I mean, obviously, it's the right way. Oh, here's Jeter right now. Let's listen to Jeter with reporters.
All right. Good.
Come on, Barry. You're good. All right.
Derek, you had a lot of memories in both these stadiums here, in particular, across the parking lot, winning a World Series and a World Series MVP here. What's your feeling about probably playing your last professional game in Queens tonight?
Oh, well, I hope not. I mean, I think both teams would agree to that. There's been a lot of history, starting from 1997 when interleague play started and all the excitement about Yankees Mets, and then it doesn't get any bigger than the World Series. But I have a lot of great memories here. It's been fun playing in these series. Like I've always said, the fans are very energetic on both sides, and that makes it very fun for us as players to go out there and compete. So I just want to say thanks to the Wilpon family. I mean, it's very much appreciated. It's unnecessary. I was just joking about the check. But that means a lot to me. I think a lot of people know how much the foundation means to me. So for you to do that, I really appreciate it. I can't thank you enough. Oh, you guys are easy. Easy today. All right.
Eric, what's your greatest memory for you against the Mets?
Oh, man, it doesn't get any bigger than playing in the World Series against them. I think that's, that was something that I think the whole city was pulling for going through the playoffs that year. And then for us to get the opportunity to play that exciting series. We won that series. A lot of those games could have gone either way. They were close games. So it was that probably stands out the most. And then the first time we played them, because the build up to that, it seemed like it was a playoff game, even though I'm sure it was, I don't know the dates, but I'm sure it was probably May or June of that year. So the World Series and the first Subway Series.
All right, so that's Derek Jeter with reporters out at Citi Field again. They honor him with the Subway mosaic, a cake, and a $22,000 check or $22,000 for his Turn 2 Foundation. Andy, there is a point here where Jeter, I mean, it's really the end of an era in the sense of with the Subway Series, he's the only guy who played in it from the start who's still around.
That's true. I mean, he's such an iconic figure who towers in that way over anyone else who's on the field. I definitely had that sense last night looking at him in the row uniform at Citi Field and thinking, this is something to see and remember because you're not going to see it again. However you feel about Derek Jeter and his dealings with the media or the way he handles moments like this, which sometimes can leave a little something to be desired, obviously special, iconic, generational player. So it is some kind of event tonight to see him in that park for the last time, until the World Series.
Yeah, which, as he predicted, perhaps they would both be back in.
Right.
Like you pointed out, it goes all the way back to '97. I mean, back then there were the arguments, who's the better shortstop, Derek Jeter or Ray Ordonez? Yeah. And I think that, you mentioned to have guys like that makes this interleague play work. I mean, he's the kind of guy that you go and see and that you could argue with your Met and your Yankee fan, could have an argument about.
And after he leaves next season, the Yankees don't have one of those players that you want to come and see in an interleague matchup. So, the whole series has kind of been watered down, but having him here for the last time, as you pointed out, was special.
Yeah, he's a throwback to a time where this was all a lot more exciting.